warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I am Wulan uspita from TBAC. Today I want to reaction the video about debate and what the motion? The motion of the debate is it really safe to play reality games in public place? Okay, now let's see
This House
the
would ban the play
government
of
team
augmented reality games in
explanation.
public places. Before going on
Let's
to
go.
my constructive speech, I will be defining the motion. The government would like to define ban the play as allowing the installation, however, forbidding the play. We would like to define public place as an open area in which there are many people. We would also like to define augmented reality as the technology that superimposes a computer-generated image on a user's view of the real world.
Okay, as we see, first speakers from government team already explained her explanation, right? And her claim about this motion. And I think her speak clearly and understand what he want to talk about. And the argument, and her argument is clear and everyone understand what they say. Okay, after listen to the speakers from government team, and now let's listen to the arguments from the opposition team. For the first speakers from opposition teams, let's check this out.
On something. So first of all, ladies and gentlemen, there are many products that are harmful, classified as harmful. First of all, it can, directly cause harm on oneself, like alcohol, for example. But this is not a big justification for the government to step in and ban alcohol, right? Because the government basically says, because it can cause potential harm if you misuse it, and after a phone during driving is banned in 36 states of the United States already, so this is basically not relevant to this debate.
As we can see, the first speakers from the opposition team said clearly about their claim. He spoke with important points and with clear evidence and corroborate their claims. Okay, now let's see second speakers from government team. Let's check this out.
And drive, actually it's illegal, but when you drink or when you actually or sometimes smoke, you become immersed in that activity. When you drink and when you cannot actually control your intake amount, you cannot really control yourself. Why? Because even though you really want to control yourself and your mental and your emotion, your body cannot handle that because it's alcohol. It contains my rebuttals before moving on to my substantive arguments. My first clash is about
Okay, as we hear and saw, the second speakers from the government team gave example for cases from their claims and also give rebuttal to the arguments for their opposing team. Can be an example for us in conducting debate and give the best for the victory of the team in debate. Okay, next for second speakers for team opposition to speak. Let's check this out.
match the Pokemon, or that person can choose not to. And there are plenty of people in the world who choose to responsibly utilize games rather than break into someone's house and break a law that already exists. Given that that's the case, we don't think that opening government gives you enough causal relationship between games and banning and whether people will misuse them or not. So as the deputy leader of opposition,
as you can see, guys, the second speakers from the opposition team compared the answer from the government team and give examples of cases that support their arguments. I think this is also a lesson for us when doing debate. Okay, now let's see the third speakers from government team. Let's check this out.
Of the Pokemon Go. So what you're basically saying is that the development of the AR games is not actually the reason why they get traffic accidents and or get harm, but this is an action that is clearly denying what is happening throughout the society. And they also mentioned that the AR games only harm the
I think this speakers is good. Way of delivering is quiet, relaxed, but looks they're nervous maybe and still thinking maybe. But overall, I think it's good, and I think this is a normal thing to in debate. The opposition team speakers. Let's check this out.
have
prepared, I would like to make refusals to the arguments that the government side first announced. So firstly, they have argued that the playing of augmented reality games in public places can be dangerous because there can be related crimes while playing these games. However, the examples that they have just provided to us were all examples of crimes in private places.
Okay, as we can see that the team is raising the opponent's argument. This is reasonable in debate, right? Okay, guys, that's all my video reactions today's. I apologize for any mistakes in pronunciations or in effect. It can be concluded that the videos we are watching today is a debate videos that regularly very good and correct, like debate generally. The delivery from the teams is very clear and easy to understand. I hope this video will be an experience for us on how to good and correct in debate and how to present a good correct in argument, how to arguments with good, with clearly to speak. Okay, I'm Wulan uspita. Pause this video by say wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and goodbye.